Welcome to Echoes Unseen. Join me as I dive into the 48 Laws of Power to see if these strategies are really worth your time. Is the 48 Laws of Power worth your time? A deep dive into power, influence, and human nature. When you hear the title, The 48 Laws of Power, it likely conjures images of ruthless ambition, manipulation, and cutthroat strategies. Written by Robert Greene in 1998, this book has become a cultural touchstone in conversations about success, influence, and control. It's been quoted by celebrities, entrepreneurs, and leaders across the world. But with its seemingly Machiavellian tone, many people wonder, is the 48 Laws of Power actually worth your time? To answer that question, let's unpack the book's core message, its controversial reputation, and most importantly, what you can gain or lose from reading it. The core message, the psychology of power. At its heart, the 48 Laws of Power is a study of human behavior, specifically in contexts of power dynamics. Each of the 48 laws is based on historical anecdotes and examples from rulers, warriors, and thinkers throughout history. From emperors to con artists, Greene draws from a wide range of figures to explore what he believes are the timeless principles of power and influence. Some laws, like Law 1, never outshine the master, or Law 15, crush your enemy. Totally may seem like cold-hearted tactics for manipulation, but beneath them lies a deeper psychological truth. Greene isn't merely advocating for unscrupulous behavior, he's illustrating how people in power maintain and protect their position. Whether you're navigating corporate hierarchies, social circles, or even personal relationships, these dynamics often play out, whether consciously or subconsciously. Is it just a manual for manipulation? One of the reasons the 48 Laws of Power is so controversial is because it seems to glorify manipulation and deceit. Critics argue that the book's teachings can encourage a morally questionable approach to life, promoting self-interest over ethics. However, this perception may overlook the more nuanced message. Greene's book isn't an instruction manual for villains, it's a mirror reflecting the reality of power. Whether we like it or not, human history, and indeed much of modern society, is shaped by power struggles. The book doesn't tell you to be manipulative, it shows you how others may manipulate you, whether in personal or professional settings. Understanding these dynamics can help you defend yourself against exploitation, rather than fall victim to it. As Greene himself has said, the laws are amoral. They don't preach goodness or badness, they simply observe how power operates. If anything, the 48 Laws of Power provides the reader with a heightened awareness of the social and political currents around them. What you can gain from reading the 48 Laws of Power. Heightened awareness of power dynamics. In any situation involving people, whether at work, in social gatherings, or within your family, there are hidden power structures at play. Greene's book teaches you how to spot those dynamics and respond to them in ways that align with your goals. This isn't about manipulation, it's about becoming socially intelligent. Strategic thinking. The book encourages long-term thinking. Many of the laws are about positioning yourself for success through careful planning, patience, and subtlety. Whether you agree with all of Greene's tactics or not, the emphasis on strategy over impulse is a valuable lesson in itself. Real-world examples. One of the most compelling aspects of the book is its rich historical narrative. Greene draws from a variety of case studies, from the court of Louis XIV to modern-day politics, making the book a fascinating read for history buffs and strategic thinkers alike. Understanding human nature. The 48 Laws of Power may seem cynical at first, but it's ultimately a realistic exploration of human psychology. Greene sheds light on human nature's darker sides, like envy, ambition, and fear. The value in recognizing these traits, both in yourself and others, is immense. Knowing how people might react to certain situations can help you navigate life more effectively. What you should be cautious of. Of course, not everyone will find the book useful or morally acceptable. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Ethical dilemmas. Some readers might find Greene's laws too pragmatic, feeling that they promote a worldview where the ends justify the means. If you're someone who prefers to live by a strict moral code, certain laws may feel unsettling. Over cynicism. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeing power plays everywhere after reading this book. While it's good to be aware of manipulation, not everyone around you is scheming for dominance. Balancing Greene's teachings with your own principles of trust and cooperation is key. Limited focus. The book is heavily focused on power as a form of dominance and control, which can be limiting. Power doesn't always have to be zero-sum. In real life, influence can also be built on collaboration, trust, and mutual benefit, which Greene only touches on occasionally. Who should read the 48 Laws of Power? If you're curious about the mechanisms of power, whether in business, politics, or everyday life, the 48 Laws of Power will give you insights that few other books provide. It's particularly useful for people navigating competitive environments, where understanding human nature and power dynamics can give you an edge. However, it's essential to approach the book with an open yet critical mind. Don't take the laws as moral imperatives but rather as tools for understanding the complexity of human interaction. Final thoughts. Is it worth your time? The answer ultimately depends on what you hope to gain. If you're looking for a moral compass, this book isn't it. But if you want to understand the raw, often unspoken rules that govern power and influence, then the 48 Laws of Power is a worthy investment of your time. It may not make you more ethical, but it will certainly make you more aware. And sometimes, awareness is the most powerful tool you can have. In the end, it's not just about whether the book is worth your time, it's about what you choose to do with the insights it offers. Whether you embrace the lessons, challenge them, or adapt them to your own principles, the 48 Laws of Power is sure to leave you with plenty to think about, and that in itself is worth something.